Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of reading people. From understanding motivations using Maslow's hierarchy to spotting deception like a pro, I'll show you how to unlock these skills and apply them in your daily life. Most communication is non-verbal. The way people move, speak, or even pause tells us much more than their words. Becoming better at observing these subtle signals gives you a unique advantage, whether it's in business, relationships, or even social situations. And don't worry, you don't need to be a psychologist. Stick with me and I'll break this down into easy, actionable steps. Let's start with why people act the way they do. According to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, we're all driven by a pyramid of needs, starting with basic survival, like food and safety, and moving up to love, esteem, and self-actualization. At any given time, people's behavior reflects what they're seeking. Here's an actionable tip. During a conversation, ask yourself, what need are they trying to fulfill? If they're focused on financial security, they're probably at the safety level. If they're working on a passion project, they're likely in the self-actualization phase. Let's move to something exciting, spotting lies. Most people aren't as good at detecting deception as they think, but here are a few tips to improve your chances. First, watch for cognitive overload. When someone struggles to keep their story straight or hesitates when answering, this can manifest as frequent blinking, pupil dilation, or slips of the tongue. And don't just focus on words, look for mismatched cues. If someone says they're happy but their body language looks tense or closed off, dig deeper. Lastly, liars often overshare or go into unnecessary detail to sound believable. Listen carefully for overly elaborate answers. To decode someone's behavior, start by establishing their baseline. How do they behave when they're relaxed and truthful? Once you know that, any deviation, like fidgeting, avoiding eye contact, or even sudden changes in tone, can signal a shift. Let's say someone normally gestures a lot, but suddenly they're stiff and reserved. That's your cue to ask yourself, what's changed? Remember, one signal alone isn't enough. A crossed arm could mean discomfort, or it could just mean someone's cold. Instead, look for clusters. For example, if someone is avoiding eye contact, speaking nervously, and fidgeting, it's likely they're feeling uneasy. Context is key. Always ask yourself what makes sense for the situation before jumping to conclusions. People's environments and personalities also offer powerful clues. Maslow's framework helps you understand what drives someone, but tools like the Big Five personality traits, openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism can reveal how they approach the world. Here's an easy exercise. Next time you're in someone's space, observe what they display. A cluttered desk might signal creativity, while a minimalist setup could reflect orderliness. These details help you tailor your interactions. Lastly, let's talk about thin slicing. This is the art of making quick assessments based on small pieces of information. The key is balancing intuition with evidence. For example, trust your gut if someone's tone feels off, but look for supporting signs like their word choice or facial expressions to confirm your hunch. Practicing this doesn't take long. Next time you're in a meeting or social setting, try making snap judgments and then reflect on whether they were accurate. Practicing this doesn't take long. Next time you're in a meeting or social setting, try making snap judgments and then reflect on whether they were accurate. Like any skill, people reading takes practice. Start small. Observe someone's micro-expressions, notice their body language, or reflect on how they respond to your questions. The more you try, the sharper your instincts will get. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. What's the first strategy you'll try? Let's master the art of reading people together.